All right, here's how it works technically. We live in the middle. For every church we work with, we build you a data warehouse. Every church has their own instance. We're not cross-pollinating the data. What happens is I pull in all kinds of sources of data. I need to normalize and aggregate that data around an individual so I can find it. Now, the number one source of your data is your church management system. We take that data every 4 hours, we call the system, we pull that data in the data warehouse. Then the messaging platform, which I just showed you, calls the data warehouse. So every time I want to say, give me everybody who's and everybody's not, it's pulling it from here. Then you go and build the message and we push it out to your existing tech stack. So we can work with your existing mobile app, website. You can use our email and SMS, but I'll tell you, I'm a huge fan of putting the right tools in the hand of churches that they like to work with. So if you have a tool you're comfortable with, we can push that audience segment right into that tool as well. Now, I will tell you, one of the things that I really like is that by using our integrated solution with email and SMS, I can take channel engagement data and dump that right back into the data platform. So this way you can start further segmenting audiences. Give me everybody who didn't even open their dashboard this week and send only that group an email. Give me everybody who opened up the email but didn't click on the call to action. I'll send only that group an SMS. So that's the primary reason why we love the bundled offering of the multi-channel and omni-channel solution that we have for you guys. Okay, on average, this takes us about 2 months to implement for you. Takes us the first 30 days to build that warehouse we're talking about, map over all of that data and build all that logic for you. And then we say, give us another 30 days to help you with training and roll out and get it out into your congregation. So even though the tool will only take us about 2 months, it's kind of represented here, I really want to encourage you guys to think of the program rollout as more of a 12 to 18 months, right? What you're really doing is you're really rolling out a methodology to your church that says, hey, we're going to focus on church engagement for the sake of growing our church and for the sake of growing the kingdom. To focus on the methodology may take a little bit longer than just the tool. It usually falls in generally to these 4 buckets. You need to define, what is our journey? What are we looking at? Then you're looking at integration and alignment. How do I get all of my staff on the same page? How do I get all of our small group leaders? How do I get the entire congregation? Then I'd say give yourself 6 months for rollout and adoption. You may roll this out on a weekend, but that's not going to be the only time. You're going to have to constantly talk about and get people to adopt this philosophy of growing in their faith. And then over time, you're just going to get better at this and continue to optimize. Truth is, optimization will probably never end. It's just something you keep focusing on. Now, I mentioned to you we have software and we have services, right? You do not have to use the services, but we have a service team to come alongside those churches who want a little bit extra support. They fall into these 4 primary categories. Strategy. This would be marketing strategy and communication strategy. We can help you define your steps, help you define the logic that triggers the steps. We can help you look at what's the best org structure to support centralized messaging and communications. Then I have a tech team. And the tech team really focuses primarily on 2 areas. 1, website redesigns. If you've got a church and you're looking through it and it's highly member-centric, we can help you redesign that to be more prospect-centric. The second would be mobile app refreshes. A lot of churches will come to us and say, hey, will you take the rest of my mobile app and kind of refresh it to make sure it looks and in line a little bit more with the dashboard. Then we have a data team. Our data team helps in 3 primary areas. The first is just data hygiene. How can you help us just enrich and clean up our data? We'll actually use the tool to help do that. The second part of data is really this idea of data visualization. So we have a tool that we hook up to that data warehouse that can help you run all kinds of reports so that you can just look at them and glean certain insights. And then the third piece is really around data analytics and data modeling. So what we can come alongside you do is look at your specific data and your specific congregation to glean insights. These are things like, hey, how long is it typically from first visit to first step of engagement? What does that first step look like typically for this demographic of people? We use those insights to help further refine messages along the way. Finally, we have a communications team. This is a group of professionals that can come alongside the church and help you look at what it looks like to build and send messages to your members. These are everything from an annual calendar, user journeys, even down to specific messages, but a great team of coaches to help with this process. That's it. I know that was a lot. It was fast, but this was the idea of member engagement through both software and services. At the end of the day, what we're hoping for is that you see that member engagement as a growth strategy. It's the best way to both grow your church and the kingdom, and we're really looking forward to connecting with you.